Hello and welcome to the Peanut Bubber channel. I am your host, Jalen, and this is the MC for today's discussion, Josh.
No, you didn't put on the epic voice for me. You're like, I'm Jalen, and you're like, oh, Josh. Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on. And this is the MC. You're supposed to say your name.
You're the announcer. What? Oh,
Josh.
good enough. I'll take it.
Ridley.
You're Ridley confirmed. I love how they went out of their way to basically make him a playable character and then not let you play as him.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's got his own stock icon. Oh, he's got his own moveset. Oh, and he's got a final smash.
Oh, and you can knock him off. In a way you knock him off, you knock other playable characters off.
Yeah, but he's not a character.
No,
he's a boss. He's a giant
he's
boss.
A stage hazard.
And he's probably going to stop me from playing on that stage because he looks like a pain in the ass.
He does, he really does, but I'm gonna play on it.
I hope they bring back the cloak and device item so I can just pick the item up and return that Ridley.
Just close your eyes.
Or just plays purple Charizard and Squid, and then it's like, oh no, oh look, there's two Ridleys. Oh. I'm playing as the big one.
No, that's his stand.
Yeah. It's his
persona.
His persona. Okay. So, on topic, we're gonna stay on topic this time. We're gonna be good boys.
yeah, come on, MC.
I'm the best MC. Yeah, so we got to look at a lot of the Wii U exclusive content. I was surprised how much we actually got to see. I thought they were gonna like trickle it out slowly over the next few weeks. But yeah, they showed off a lot of new stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thought it was just gonna be I went in expecting the least.
Yeah, when he started teasing Duck Hunt Dog, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be all the stuff we know is in the game. And then the Duck Hunt trailer, and he's gonna be like, oh, who's that? Oh, I have no idea.
Who could that be?
So, what were your standouts out of all the exclusive content?
Stage builder.
Oh god, yes.
Ridley. What else? Eight player
oh god,
smash.
Yes. That looks like the most stupid fun ever.
Yeah.
Like there's no chance at all it could possibly be coherent or balanced or anything, but it looks amazing.
It looks like great fun. Metal Face, because I love Metal Face. But oh my gosh, does he look like he breaks that stage?
Yeah.
I would have preferred it if he just came in and stayed in the background and just talked, because I love Metal Face.
Because I liked I don't know how you pronounce it, the Gaur planes? Planes? Yeah, I liked that on the 3DS version. It was a weird stage, but if there's going to be a boss coming around firing lasers and making it impossible to fight, then it's going to really annoy me.
No, but it's Metal Face. He's going to come out and go, the Monoro, right?
I love his voice.
He's great.
Fancy seeing you here, Monado boy.
Have you ever seen the cutscenes?
Nope.
Okay, I won't say anything there because he's pretty great in those too.
I've plenty of plays that I played, so yeah.
Like a hot knife through butter.
I love how British the game is.
Yes. Oh, I saw that picture you liked. Having 8 Shulks all do the I'm really feeling it time.
I'm really feeling it. But,
Local man.
What do you
really
think of the big stages designed for 8-player? Do you think they'll be messy or?
Palutena's temple looks really messy.
I think the Kirby one, the Great Cave Offensive, that looks like a mess. That looks like New Pork City 2.
And what's with those instant KO over 100 pots? Like, are they?
Like, it just looks like a bunch of random platforms mixed in with hazards that annoy you, and but I think some of them, like Palutena's temple and the Hyrule temple, I think they'll work better in action when you've got 8 players, because like I don't think we realize just how big that player count actually is.
Yeah.
Like when on the biggest
and we're not
stages
going to realize it until we actually play it.
yeah, it's going to be really messy. So I think splitting up the conflicts amongst the bigger stage will be better in action than on paper. But yeah, they do look kind of messy and not as well designed as the smaller stages. Like the big problem most people had with New Pork City was it was just like a random array of platforms, and it was so big and hard to kill everyone.
It was such an ugly design too.
Yeah, like the best description I heard of someone say, the best description of it I've seen someone say was that it looks like it was built in the stage builder.
Oh my gosh, yes, you're right.
It's just
you are
random
right.
platforms that have no relation to the background. And it looks like he's like, oh, what's cool? Ramps are cool, or a breakable platform, and a monster running around. And it's like, oh, okay. Sure.
Oh man, I'm really disappointed with the stages so far, and even in the 3DS version in general, because there's no like normal stages aside from like Yoshi's Island.
I think what Sakurai's done is because you can set the Omega forms. He's like, oh, well, people won't mind if I chuck gimmicks on everything now. But it's like,
the Omega forms are so boring.
Yeah, no. Like if it was a Battlefield form, then okay, sure, I could tolerate it. But Final Destination, especially with characters like Little Mac running around, it's not nice. Oh, and they brought back 75 meters. Why?
Oh yes, I saw that.
I saw that. No. Like I'm glad that between that and Rumble Falls, we got the less crap one. But oh my god, that stage was awful.
I love the idea of a classic Donkey Kong stage, but
it just doesn't work. Like, I really hope that it's not like Brawl, where I go into random switch and turn off like most of the stages because they just get annoying.
Some of the stages look good in this new one, though. I like the Donkey Kong Returns one.
Yeah, that's got a really weird gimmick. I like that one.
Yeah. What other one? The new Mario Circuit, if you saw that one?
I don't know. I don't like the ones where it's just like a flying platform going between different locations. They kind of annoy me. They feel lazy. It's like, or instead of working the location into a stage, it's like, oh yeah, flying background. Oh, now there's a random stage that doesn't really feel as well designed as the other stages.
I kind of wish that they did that with Gower Plains, actually, because Xenoblade has a lot of unique locations. And so, like, just to be able to go to all of them would be really nice, as opposed to having, like, the static background we have. Another thing, like, regarding Xenoblade stage is, I really wanted to, because do you know that in Xenoblade, the world is basically on these two giant robots?
The giant monster things,
I want that to be more evident.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
But, I would prefer that instead of trying to incorporate basically a whole game into a stage, they said, okay, what's a good iconic location from this stage, from this game, that we can incorporate into a fun stage? It's like all these ones where it warps between different locations, it usually just comes down to a bunch of random platforms with the background of the location, and it's like, oh, this doesn't feel personal, it doesn't feel organic.
Yeah, I see what you mean there, but I like the Skyloft stage, from what I've seen of it so far.
It looks like, but I'd prefer it to like pick like the statue of the goddess and just say, okay, this is the stage.
Yeah, that would have been better.
But what I did find myself liking, which is weird because I usually hate this kind of stage, but I really liked 3D Land in the 3DS version.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
I thought you would hate that stage.
I know, me too. But I don't know, like, first off, the aesthetics are just really nice between the music and all that color. And I don't know, it just feels well designed around fighting and platforming at the same time. Like usually the scrolling stages, it changes into platforming rather than fighting, and it feels really messy. But 3D Land, the obstacles aren't a huge obstruction. Like in Mushroomy Kingdom, you've got those unbreakable blocks stopping you from killing anyone half the time. And you get stuck in between the blocks and the pipes, and it's like, oh, I hate this. But 3D Land, like, it doesn't get in your way. Like, it puts pressure on you to keep moving, but it doesn't punish you so much.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, so I found that being one of my favorite stages, which is weird, because when I was looking at pre-release stuff, I thought I'd hate that stage.
I think one stage I really want to like on the 3DS version is the Earthbound stage.
Yeah, everyone seems to love that one. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Well, I actually think it looks really nice.
Yeah, it looks really pretty. It makes me feel happy when I look at it.
Yeah, and it has like this great music in the background. But then again, it has Ridley Jr. there, so.
It's weird because some of the stages you'd be like, okay, I like this, and then it'll just chuck a random hazard in, like, that wasn't necessary.
Really
I was having fun until that thing showed up.
And I'm so bummed that you can't turn off the bosses because they ruin otherwise perfectly good stages like Mega Man.
I prefer if instead of a Final Destination form, you could just turn off the hazards and have the stage operate in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, keep Wiler's Castle with all the weird platforms appearing and disappearing, and then just get rid of the Yellow Devil, who actually isn't as big a nuisance as I thought he'd be looking at the early footage.
I never played with him on.
Yeah, I can see why you'd avoid the stage. What do you think about the modes that are in both versions but show some differences, like the changes they're making to Classic and All-Star and that sort of thing?
That is interesting. I don't see why the changes to All-Star are really necessary and why they matter.
I think it's the All-Star stuff's kind of just presentation-wise, I guess. It makes it look
it looks nice. It looks
Classic,
great.
I don't like the sound of the changes they're making to Classic. I really liked the whole pick a hard path if you want better rewards.
Yeah, I was confused.
But now it's like, from the sounds of it, there's going to be free-for-alls that are like timed or something, and you got to get the most kills in order to progress and get better scores. And I don't know, it doesn't sound like something I want.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just and the way it's presented to the board.
Yeah, that's weird.
I do like the idea of fight your rival, but.
Speaking of board games, what do you think of Smash Tool?
I'll probably never touch it.
I think it looks fun. It's like Mario Party. Smash.
I would have liked it if it was more like Mario Party.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. It's weird. Like,
I wanted to play.
I wanted to pick my character. Smash Run.
Yeah, I don't want to play as a me, and I want to pick my character.
Yeah, if we're on Gathering, your me is your piece, but you play as all the other characters that you play.
No, I know that, but I wanted my character to be my piece.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and like instead of mini games at the end, it gives you a special smash of some sort.
Yeah.
Is that what you want? Yeah.
Yeah, or or you know what? You know what they could have done? Combine that with event match.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Or the special orders. Just
have,
weird gimmicky stuff that you have to do at the end of each round. It's kind of like did you play Wii Party or Wii Party U?
No, I did not. You know what? I played Wii Party.
Yeah.
For the Wii remote.
Yeah, because there was a board game mode in... I didn't play the Wii one, but in the Wii U version, there was like a board game, and it seems a lot like what Smash Tour is. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it works. Yeah, what about, do you think Target Blast is any good?
I barely touch it.
Yeah.
I like Trophy Rush.
Oh, Trophy Rush is probably the best method of getting trophies we've had so far. But Target Blast, I just felt myself wanting to smash the targets back.
Yeah.
Except not Brawl's version. I didn't like Brawl's version because like everyone had the same thing, but it wasn't designed around each character's strengths. You'd be playing as a character without a damaging B up, and it's like, oh, now you have to warp up here and hit this. But I can't. I literally cannot do that. It's not possible.
No, Sakurai, I'm Ganondorf. This is physically impossible for me to do anything you're asking me to do on this stage.
Smash Run with Ganondorf is amazing, because it's like, oh, race against the next speed Sonic. Fuck you.
Remember what I told you on Twitter? No, Josh. Hell is facing off against a Little Mac, a Sonic, and a Captain Falcon in a race as Ganondorf.
Yeah. I love it when it's on the other foot though, when you're playing Sonic and you only get speed boost, and now it's like, run! And you're like, oh, with pleasure. With pleasure.
But then they chuck in like random kill you instantly things and like, no, stop Sonic, please.
Yeah. This is fun though, because the computers always run into them. But yeah. I don't like the bombs in the climb mode. It's like, oh, here's a random unavoidable obstacle. Oh, thank you. That's fair. In Climb?
Yeah,
where you gotta jump up and it just drops bombs on you and you're like, oh, thanks for the warning. I could definitely avoid that.
I've only played Smash Run like twice.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be that popular. I'm trying to complete all
the
the
enemies
challenges
ruin it for me because they're so unbalanced.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Like, it just seems like it's designed around a different game with different systems. Like, Smash Bros is balanced around knockback and knocking things off, like moving things around the stage, and most of the enemies don't flinch at all. And it's like, oh, well, there goes the balance.
Oh, bugger.
I found it a lot more enjoyable when I've been playing with random customizations, and you get the powers and boosts to begin with. Like, the powers begin to balance it a bit more when you're like, oh, I'm going to touch this button and heal myself, and touch this button to launch a boss-like attack at the enemies.
Mm-hmm.
And
it is amazing, though, when you're playing Smash Run and you get nothing but speed boosts as Ganondorf. So he has this lightning-fast old man jog.
It looks amazing. Like, some of the animations, some of the characters when they're moving at high speeds just look absolutely ridiculous.
Have you seen that video someone made of the villager doing Smash Run, getting nothing but speed boosts? And they put, gotta go fast.
It is a weird mode.
Okay, so what stuck out to you as far as the 50 things go?
All the exclusive stuff, because obviously with all the characters revealed, that's what's going to set the versions apart. And I like that there's more longevity with like the challenges and multiplayer stadium and all that sort of thing. And I'm looking forward to Amiibo, actually.
Really?
People don't really seem to understand the concept of it, though. Like, some people were saying to me today that it's like, what's the point? You don't get anything for it. And it's like, well, no. Because people just keep comparing it to, like, Skylanders and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And those games don't give you things for the figures. They take things away unless you have the figures.
Yeah.
And what I'm really happy Nintendo didn't do with this, like, they could have easily said, hey, yeah, Smash Bros. Wii U, you start with Mario, Peach, Link, and Kirby. Do you want Ganondorf? You gotta buy his amiibo. Oh, you want Pikachu? Oh, yeah, buy his figurine. And I would have just been so pissed off and said, no, Nintendo, why?
Yeah.
Why did you turn westernized?
You went too far. too much Western.
But they haven't really done a good job at marketing the amiibo, though. Like, people still don't really get what the point is.
Well, no, did you see that new video they released?
Oh yeah, I have. I get it. You're preaching to the choir here, but people always seem confused about it. And outside of Smash, what do they do?
Yeah, that well, they announced support for Hyrule Warriors.
But what does it do?
We don't know.
Exactly. Like that's the weird. That's where they've really failed. They've kind of like, oh hey, Skylanders and Disney Infinity are popular. Let's release some figures. And everyone's like, well, what do they do?
But you know what the big appeal to these figures are?
Actually getting Nintendo figurines.
Yes, they're figures of Nintendo characters. I don't care who Captain Crunch or from Skylanders is, but I care who Mario is. I care who Link is. I care who Ganondorf is.
And the fact it doesn't lock stuff out, so you're like, oh, okay. I might buy a few of these because I've got the game, and if I want a bit extra with the Amiibo AI, I could buy one and get a bit extra, but it doesn't affect me if I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Now, what else was I going to say? Oh, that's right. Do you reckon that in...
Oh, I reckon.
Oh, yeah. Totally reckon, crew. But in the stadium modes where you can play cooperatively, do you reckon you'd be able to use your amiibo?
That's an interesting question. I don't think so.
Going in like multi-man smash or all-star mode.
Oh, multi-man smash.
And bringing in like your super hyped up little Mac. Bringing him like, hey, say hello to my little friend.
I would throw him off a cliff. Try and jump back at me.
But that's gonna be the most fun thing, trading up your amiibos and then fighting your friends' amiibos.
Yeah, you know, yeah. Or pitting your friends' amiibo. You know what I was actually thinking when I saw that most recent video that was fully explaining the amiibo support in Smash Brothers? I was thinking they're basically Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. Like when they first announced the concept, I was tweeting about it. I was like, you know what would be amazing? Instead of having a Pokemon game where you have to buy your Pokemon to unlock them, you buy one Pokeball, you catch a Pokemon, you put the Pokemon in it, and then you take it to a friend's house and watch them fight each other. Like it's a really cool concept. Like you play the game, the AI learns how to fight by countering you. It picks up on your strategies and learns that way.
Until the AI gets too smart for you, it turns to the screen and it looks you dead in the dead in the eye, and he's like, "You all are just puppets." All tangled in strings.
Or it looks at the screen, it says, "Have you ever made a game?" Kid Icarus is the top Nintendo franchise.
I don't get that.
What? Have you ever made a game? You don't get that.
No, I don't get why Kid Icarus keeps being featured so prominently.
Oh, yeah. I don't get that either. It really annoys me.
I love Kid Icarus Uprising. It's one of my favorite Nintendo. It's one of my favorite 3DS games. But Sakurai is just treating it like it's up there with Mario and
Zelda. It is on
Zelda.
both box art, but like both versions of the game.
Very prominent.
The game gets new stages in both versions, and it appears to get two versions of Palutena's Temple, one for 8-player, one for normal. Smash Run is pretty much Kid Icarus 2 Electric Boogaloo, with cameos from the Subspace Emissary. So many items from Kid. Huh?
Talking about the enemies in Smash Run, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Smash Run is like Kid Icarus with cameos from Subspace Emissary. There's so many items from Kid Icarus in the game. Oh, look, we get to have cameos from all the Kid Icarus characters in the Palutena Codex.
No, I love that.
Oh, it's gonna annoy me. I don't think I like the humor from the game. It just seems too...
Have you ever played it?
I don't intend to anymore. Sakurai hurt me. He took my Ridley.
No, Kid Icarus is great. I love the idea of giving Pit the Codex. Because the characters from Kid Icarus were really great.
I knew it was going to happen, but I was secretly hoping that it would be Doc Louie Codex instead. And he'd be like, "Yo, Mac! That's a Pikachu!" And like, just saying all weird stuff about...
That'd be great too. I would want that too.
Yeah, like, ¿por qué no las dos? Give us both. But, yeah, I don't know.
I'm perfectly fine with the Kid Icarus characters.
Yeah.
Having, like, the codec conversation.
I feel like it's just going to be lots of fourth wall breaking and references to everything, and I'm going to be like, oh, yuck. Like, it's going to be like, oh, ha ha ha, yeah, what a bunch of jokers, ha ha ha. Oh, you're fighting me, and it's Reggie. Is his body ready? Ha ha ha.
No, what a bunch of jokers was great.
I don't know, like, I like the Metal Gear Codex because, like, that's exactly what you'd expect to be happening if Snake was in the game. Like, it's from his game, he's always using the Codex to get info, and it was tame. Like, I don't know, I just feel like...
I don't know, Josh. Falcon Punch! Falcon Kick!
But, yeah, I don't know.
Hardly tame, if you ask me.
I just don't think I like the style of humor from Kid Icarus, from what I've seen.
Well, you know what? You don't have to do it.
Yeah, but I want the codec conversations. I just don't want to get angry at Sakurai bias every time I do it. Like every time I'm on the character select screen, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play random. And then when I press start, I'm like, oh god, what if I get Dark Pit? No, Sakurai, no.
Kid Icarus is fine. It's a great game.
Yeah, I'm just really spiteful to the point where I'm not gonna play it now. I'm salty.
Incredibly unfair.
I'm so salty. Maximum salt. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Not like Matt.
I just still want to know what his reaction was when Mewtwo was revealed.
He probably died.
Yeah, that's why I thought we should.
And then like the paramedics had to kick down the door to his room and be like,
and he's
"Oh,
just
there's
like speaking in tongues." He's like, "It happened. He's here. He's back."
They're like, "No, we thought your heart stopped. Why aren't you still dead?"
We thought the Mewtwo reveal was really peace. Weird though. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, Mewtwo's coming. Buy our game.
Yeah, I couldn't care less that Mewtwo's back. I never really cared for Mewtwo.
Yeah, like he's cool. He's just not exciting for me personally.
No, I just don't think he's cool at all. Mewtwo is my dark pit. He's like he's the cool Pokemon. I'm like, oh.
That's Lucario for me. He makes me angry. And everyone's like, no, Lucario is genuinely popular. It has nothing to do with the fact that Game Freak put him in absolutely everything they could.
I was still really hyped at the Mewtwo announcement because it means, hey, DLC.
Yeah, that's what excited me. I was like, oh yes, DLC confirmed already. Yes.
The same thing with the Miiverse stage.
that looks amazing.
That's gonna be great fun. I can't wait for penises to show up on the back.
Yeah, I hope there's like no filter and it just randomly picks any of the currently active posts for the characters, so I can just make Dark Pit posts and it's like, you suck, get out of my game. And then whenever someone plays a Dark Pit,
you don't understand. We're gonna get pictures of I'm really feeling it and Shrek everywhere. And it's gonna be the greatest
She-Hulk
stage
pictures
ever.
for Shulk. Like, yeah, I love Shulk.
And you know what the best part about it is? It looks tournament legal.
Yes! Can you imagine if like it gets to the Evo finals and everyone's just sending like hate messages to the other people? Fuck you, Armada!
Gotta get a haircut, Mewtwo King.
Oh man, that would be amazing.
Oh, I want that to happen.
It's such a good idea. Like the stage itself looks nothing amazing, but they got
Sakurai is weird as a developer because he takes 2 steps forward, then 2 steps back, then 2 steps forward again,
and then like a roll sideways, and then hops around and he's
on one leg for a bit,
and then he trips. He's just a really hard developer to read because he, like you said, he'll do some things that are just so right, and then some things you're like, why did you do this? This doesn't make any sense. Like you look at the stage designs and there's just such massive differences in quality between all of them. Like this summer, it's like, oh cool, you've got a neat little gimmick here with an otherwise decent stage. And other ones you're like, what the hell is this thing? It's just ruining my game. But it feels like since Brawl, he's been kind of just going a bit overboard with the gimmicky stuff to try and piss people off.
Yeah, it feels like he doesn't really want to do Smash anymore.
No, I think he wants to do it. It's just he wants to do Smash his way, and he doesn't like people telling him what Smash should be.
We need to get Kamiya to direct a Smash. So that he can get nothing but messages about it.
Kamiya, Ed Ridley blocked. Is Bayonetta going to be in Smash?
Enough of Ridley idiots. Enough of Ridley idiots.
That would put him in an asylum. He would not be able to cope with all the idiots.
He blocked me.
Kamiya and Goku.
Yes, and Naruto. Enough of this Shrek character. I will block any idiots asking about Shrek and Smash.
Oh, that would be amazing. But I do think, like, I like Sakurai directing the game because of the weird good stuff he does. Like, Wii Fit Trainer.
That kind.
Like no one would have thought of that character choice, and it's like, oh yes, this is why I like you, Sakurai. And then he's like, oh, and Palutena gets 12 special moves, and we get heaps of Kid Icarus stages, and also you trip, and it's like, oh,
And those amazing Kid Icarus codex.
But I don't know, like, I feel like Sakurai should, like, stay being director, but I just hope that they give, like, a counsel or something. Just, like, he's got, like, an assistant who kind of keeps him in line and says, hey, yeah, look, he can do this crazy stuff, but people are also asking for some normal stages, and there's lots of people asking for Ridley, so maybe you should add him this time. And, I don't know, just someone who can give him an outside opinion that he'll take in.
And then he'll look them dead in the eye and ask, have you ever designed a game? I love Sakurai.
I think I love him. I don't know. He sends me mixed messages.
I don't know, Josh. Have you ever made a game?
I have. Nothing good, but hey.
Hey, it's something, alright.
I'm still sad about Ridley.
We all are.
Oh, well, did you see when they were showing off the masterpieces? And it's like, oh look, you can fight Ridley. And it's like, no, stop. Sakurai, no.
What bothers me so much is the fact that they went so far with Ridley. Like you said, they gave him a final smash.
I know.
So, I mean, hopefully we'll get a smaller version as DLC.
That's another weird thing. He looks smaller than he's ever been in the series. He looks like
really? I thought he looked huge.
I don't know. I can't. Like, I just vaguely remember thinking when I saw it. But when I first saw him, I was on my mobile, so maybe I just didn't see good look. But he looked a bit sized down from his Brawl appearance, and I'm like, come on, just a little.
No, he looked bigger than his Brawl appearance.
Yeah, maybe.
I think.
I don't know. He never stood up in the Brawl version, did he? He's always flying. So maybe that's all I'm thinking of when he was standing on the ground.
I think it's interesting that they made him stand on the ground. Because, like you said, they put so much work into it.
I wonder if he was actually going to be playable. And then Sakurai's like, no, he's too big, I can't get him to work.
It looks like it, to be honest.
It's just a theory. We'll never know. A game theory.
Is Ridley Samus's mom?
He ate him. Do you think that there are
Metal Face
like
to
there's
be
been
the voice
heaps of
Ridley.
those leaks coming around about DLC characters and all that?
No, they'll pour out the butt now.
But do you reckon they're keeping more to reveal soon, like Mewtwo, or do you think Mewtwo is the only one they're really focusing on and they're still planning the others?
They didn't even show a trailer for Mewtwo.
Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, on one hand, it seems really weird that they just have one DLC character, but at the same time, it seems like he's so early in development that they haven't like they just wanted one character as a Club Nintendo reward, and they haven't even considered anyone else yet.
That is interesting. I would like to think that maybe we'll get a season pass.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely get one. I just don't think it's coming anytime soon. I mean, Hyrule Warriors got that one, and that like it got a season pass, and it was kind of a more niche game when you look at Smash. Like, they'd be crazy not to do one for Smash. And it's really exciting because, like, in between the other Smash Bros. Games, there'd be like a new IP or a new entry in a series, but it wouldn't be relevant by the time the next Smash Bros. Came out.
Splatoon.
Yeah, Splatoon, exactly. But like, even with like in between Smash Bros. Games, there were a few Pokemon
like
games coming out, and they were like the Pokemon they were always plugging, and it'd be like, hey, I'd really like to play as this Pokemon in Smash, and then by the time Smash comes, it's like, oh no, they're not relevant anymore.
I don't want any more Pokemon.
I'd honestly like them to just like take the Scorched Earth approach and be like, hey, we're taking out all the Pokemon and putting in one from each generation. So it's not just Generation 1 and Lucario. Oh, and Greninja, who he always forgets in the game.
No, just get rid of Jigglypuff.
See, Jigglypuff isn't relevant at all anymore, and I wouldn't feel that bad if she was cut, but at the same time, she's got such a unique moveset that I kind of feel hesitant about the idea.
No. Cut her.
Nope.
Nope.
Blocked.
Blocked. Ask her mom. It's crazy that people on NeoGAF are always like, hey, maybe Bayonetta will be in Smash. Like,
people
no.
seem to think Bayonetta is like a shoo-in. Like, even today, there were so many people saying, oh yeah, they're going to show Bayonetta DLC to tie in with the game. And I'm like, you know she's not a Nintendo character, right?
And most of all, do you know what kind of character she is?
Can you imagine all the kids playing? Because they're like, oh yeah, Mario, Pikachu, woo! And then this woman just starts stripping in front of the screen, and their parents walk in. Johnny, what are you looking at? Mom, I'm just playing as Pikachu!
7.5 out of 10.
Oh, but probably my favorite bit of the whole direct is the fact they got the announcer to do it.
Yes, he was loving it.
He's amazing. Like
he's so hammy.
He's become like this massive icon now because people have been talking to him on YouTube and everything.
Yeah, ever since he came out and like said, "Hey, I'm the announcer for Smash."
And I feel bad because he's only 2 years older than me, and I feel so youthful and
I'm the guy who wants to. I'm the guy who wants to be a voice actor.
I just feel like I'm wasting my life.
He stole my job.
Like, he feels so manly and powerful, and he's in like the biggest game franchise around. And
Destiny?
No. Yeah, they're just gonna put a robot filter on him and have him talk about moon wizards.
That wizard came from the moon.
Oh my god. The darkness are invading. We've got to save this ruin that was invented by the Traveler and the Happy Lizard Man to prevent the blight from the darkness.
Also,
and these, how many fantasy tropes can I name in one sentence?
Also, Snake confirmed for having no future. Because you know, as Sakurai said, we cut characters with like no future.
Yeah, like he's like, oh yeah, we cut Ice Climbers because the series has no future. By the way, have 3 characters from the franchise. I said I don't want to work on it anymore. Oh, okay.
I thought you were going to say Duck Hunt.
No, Duck Hunt's getting a reboot. It's becoming the new Banjo-Kazooie, haven't you heard?
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
Like, Duck Hunt just feels like they're like, hey, you know, we can't get Banjo-Kazooie, but what would their moveset be if they were in the game?
Yeah, they'd use all this stuff from Hogan's Alley and
like some of the attacks, like
yeah,
they
some
just
of
go
their attacks,
1-to-1 with Banjo-Kazooie, and it's like, and they have that alt color where it makes the dog dark brown and the bird orange, and it's like, oh come on, as if you guys did not plan this.
Oh man, I wish Nintendo still had the rights to Banjo-Kazooie.
Really
that way they can let Retro make a game on it, and then we can have Banjo and Smash.
Or just like the concise version, we'd actually get a good Banjo game again.
Yeah.
He might go back to normal and not look like...
No, you know what? We'd get a Banjo game again.
Well, we did get one, but now I'm scared of getting one.
That was like a million years ago.
I'm scared of getting a new Banjo game now because I know it won't be what I want, and it won't be on a platform I'll ever own.
And you know what?
It'll be a Kinect game.
No, it won't be made by Rare.
It probably wouldn't be. Like, Killer Instinct wasn't, was it?
Yeah.
Well, maybe they'll have an Epic Studios gritty Banjo-Kazooie remake.
Oh, like Banjo-Kazooie Judgment?
Banjo-Kazooie Revelatory Origins of Judgment.
Revelations.
The
last of Banjos.
Yeah, maybe we could probably tie it up now or soonish.
No, there's still more to talk about.
Won't stop. So,
if
what do
you really wanna.
What do you hope to see now, between now and release, that they haven't already shown?
Is that Hunt trailer?
I like how Sakurai's like, hey, we're showing Duck Hunt tomorrow. And then they didn't. But it's not really a surprise anyway, because we already knew Bowser Jr. was in the game anyway. He's like, haha, I got you guys.
But wasn't that trailer amazing?
It was pretty cool.
Why was he such a threat?
I guess, yeah, that's pretty weird, actually. Like, they're like, holy shit, It's baby Bowser.
Look at this small child we can't beat. And I love how everyone's just letting Mario get beat up.
They're like, there's a TG, we're still in the limelight.
And I love how they look up and ominously on that cliff.
And the glowing eyes and the clown car.
All the Koopalings, the least threatening looking characters ever.
I was still hoping that in the Duck Hunt trailer, they would show someone shooting with the zapper, and then the camera would turn around. It's like Captain N joins the battle. And they'd be like, yes, thank you.
That's DLC.
As one of 2 people requesting Captain N, I salute you.
And Sakurai's gonna look at your requests. Who?
You want another? You want Viridi? You want Chrome?
No one wants Chrome.
People do. People are still angry that Robin got in instead. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I'd take
Arcfire!
I'd take the blue-haired swordsman over the unique Fire Emblem moveset any day. Yeah, great.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if there's any modes they've kept secret. Because it seems weird that they revealed so much. I thought, I was thinking, no, they're not going to reveal everything now because there'll be nothing to show later, but it seems like they have.
Yeah, still hoping for Target Smash. Or break the targets.
Yeah, I don't have hopes for it at the moment.
No, I want it.
I want it, so it's gonna happen. My uncle works at Nintendo.
Yeah. But aside from that, I know Sakurai said no, but a story mode. I'm one of 2 people who enjoyed Subspace Emissary.
Oh no. Did you enjoy the platforming as well, or just the cutscenes?
No, I enjoyed the cutscenes.
Okay, that's forgivable. But I tried playing the Subspace Emissary again recently, and holy crap, this was not designed around this game's mechanics at all. The boss fights were fun though.
Yeah, I mean, that's mainly what I liked about it.
Wasn't there an announcer voice file for boss battles in the code?
That's right.
They haven't revealed that.
Oh, so, okay. DLC characters you would like to see. Name at least... Okay, I'm gonna make you stretch your imagination. 5.
Okay. 5. Okay, Saki from Sin and Punishment. Third parties aren't allowed, I'm presuming.
You can.
But
let's face it,
I want Professor Layton.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see third parties happening as DLC, so I'll try to think of someone else. I've got Saki from Sin and Punishment.
Okay, yeah, let's
Hawk
cut
from
third
Pilot
party.
Wings. Who else is on my list? Oh, someone from Custom Robo. Just any of the robots. I just want someone from Custom Robo.
Mm-hmm.
Andy from Advance Wars. That's 4. And Captain N, 5.
Okay, so 5 for me, and I will throw in the third-party character I would like to see as well. 1, Ridley.
Oh shit! I didn't mention Ridley.
It's okay.
I've gotten that depressed that I've just given up all hope of him getting in the game.
It's okay. I did it for you. Don't worry.
Thank you. You were always thinking of.
I'm always thinking of you, Josh.
Yeah.
Come here, baby.
Oh, Skype cutting.
Pat.
I don't want to know what that noise was.
It rubbed my microphone. Okay, so Ridley, I would like to see Splatoon girl.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, later on in the future. As an out there choice, Captain Rainbow.
Yes.
Okay, I'm stretching my imagination.
Non-specific action figure. Oh, that's a great choice, Jalen.
Nah.
Burn from Legend of Zelda. Oh, that's another great choice. Wow, you just read my mind.
I guess Girahim, maybe, or Girahim or Skull Kid.
Yeah, a non-clone Zelda character would be lovely right about now.
Yeah.
I'd like Ganondorf to be in the game. That would be good.
Yeah, me too.
They've got Black Shadow in the game, but they don't have Ganondorf. It's really weird.
You made me lose track of who I said. Okay, so I said Splatoon, Ridley, Captain Rainbow, Dark Samus?
Yeah.
Because, oh man, I was so bummed when they showed that assist trophy.
Yeah, and
okay, so
Sakurai's like, oh yeah, if they're separate characters with different abilities, they'll either be an alt costume or a playable character. Or Dark Samus is just a color, and it's like, oh, ouch. I would love it if they didn't add Ridley and they just added Dark Samus, and it's like, oh yeah, Metroid gets 3 reps and they're all Samus.
You know, that, in my opinion, that'd be the next best thing.
Yeah, or one of the hunters from the DS game. Just
and
I'll take frickin' Anthony Higgs at this point.
I wouldn't. I'd be so bad.
I just played for his taunt. Remember me? Remember me? I'm really feeling it. Remember me?
And number 5, Metal Face. Same
like
size
how you just
and
picking
everything.
all characters that are already in the game because of that.
Yes, I am, because I'm really
satisfied
satisfied
forever
with the
about
roster.
characters I'd love to be put in the game. Like I always be really generous with which characters I want in the game. I'll come up with like a massive list, and I'd be like, okay, just give me like 2 of these, and none of them will be in. It's like, oh come on, statistically you've got to have one of them, surely.
Oh, you know what? No. Cut Metal Face, Wonder Red.
Yeah, that would be good. Because Nintendo actually own Wonderful 101, don't they? Yeah. I was really surprised they didn't add it. It's weird.
I need that platinum.
Yeah, need the platinum goodness.
Need that platinum
just
goodness.
Add Raiden and Korra as well. Don't even care, just do it. Oh man.
Maybe not Korra.
No. What, do you hate platinum?
Okay, Korra, yeah.
And also, yeah.
Okay, and for the third party that I would see is actually a veteran. We all know his name, everyone. What's his name?
Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh.
Oh, shut up.
Whoops. What have I done? Were you one of the people who was holding out for Snake to show up at the end? You'd just be like, kept you waiting, huh?
I know he's not coming back.
Yeah,
but,
I knew he wasn't, but there was like a sliver of hope going, no, he's gonna be shown in the last trailer.
And then the announcer just straight up says, "Hey, you remember the Snake conversations?"
Oh, you did actually. Oh. That's weird.
And it's like, oh,
is
he allowed to say that?
Are they going to jail? Are they gonna kill Sakurai?
Is Kojima gonna knock on the door and Sakurai's gonna open it, and he's like, "Did you like it?"
They're gonna break up. Oh no.
I would love to see Snake come back, and maybe the fact that he actually said Snake's name and they're not gonna get sued about it.
Yeah, maybe he's already in the game, and we just need to believe.
Enter the Konami code on the start screen.
That would be perfect.
It would. It really would.
That would be beautiful. Alright, I think it's a good time to cut it off.
Yeah.
So we don't go overboard and start ranting.
So
not that we
Bad.
would. I mean, oh yeah, Breaking Bad, man. Yeah, what if it was Ace Attorney Breaking Bad? So do you want to sign off because it's your channel and you do the announcer voice, or?
Nah.
Oh, okay, fine.
No, I'll do it. I'm probably gonna edit this out and just end on a nah. See you next time, everyone.